Hey, good morning. This is Greg with Liberty Figs and Apiary. What's today's date? Today's June
28th.
June 28th. Haven't been in the hive for 8 days. We have a special guest beekeeper with us here today, my mother-in-law, Sharon. I won't put the camera on her. You'll see her at some point. So, but say hi, Sharon.
Hi.
All right. What we're going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and get into the top bar. I'm going to change out the feed. I'm going to put some wax. I'm going to scrape some wax on some of the top bars to try to encourage them to draw it out. I've done that previously, but it doesn't look like they're moving over that much, and it doesn't look like there's still wax on there. I don't know if they took it and used it someplace else, but I'm going to put some on there since I have it. We'll just do a hive inspection, not expecting to do much more than maybe put some dry pollen on, some wet pollen. That's about it. All right, let's get into it. All right. So I don't know how much of this you'll see. I'll put this over here so that you can see. And you'll be able to come around this side. Just let me pull this out of the way.
Oh, wow.
And you'll be able to come over here because what I have is I have a basically a blocker of, it's called a follower board in here that kind of just keeps them over here, keeps that space limited so it's not an overwhelming amount of space. And then over here I put a jar feeder. So we'll go in there and we'll take the old jar out and put the new jar in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at these frames. This one has comb on it. I'm hoping that they've started building on this one, but as of last week, I don't think that they had. So I'm going to put a little bit more wax on those. I'm just gonna scrape it on and hope that makes a difference. So let's go ahead, and there are usually quite a few bees over here. And actually, we'll do these too because we may as well. All right. So all I'm doing with these, and I'll put them over here just so you can see, is I'm just gonna scrape some wax on there and see if we can get them to do something with it. All right. And then here's the jar feeder. There's not too many over here. Usually in the afternoon, this has got quite a few bees on it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'll switch out this lid if it doesn't flow, but it's flowing. Okay, so good to go. All right, I can put these back because I won't need those again. Good deal. I'm actually going to just get this out of the way just to get it out of the way so you'll be able to see more. All right, now there should be bees in here. I'll give them a little bit of smoke once I lift this off, just to, all right, I'll put some wax on that, just to say hello, let them know that we're coming in. I'll put a little bit at the front, just so that they know that we're coming. All right. All right. This is the one I'm hoping to get some comb on, but they just are not getting after it yet. I don't know if I can even get this one out or not, but let's see. I'm a little bit nervous that if it's stuck to something else.
Oh, yeah. Now they made all that.
Yep.
Beautiful.
They didn't put it on the bar, but you know, they do what they want to do. Not dissimilar from every other creature that I love and care about. All right, I haven't seen her lay eggs in here, which I wish she would lay eggs in here. But I'm gonna put this back. You can see on that frame right there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
see all this? This is all propolis. It's their bee glue.
Yep.
They seal everything up tight. It's super, super sticky. And supposedly they used to use that, and I mean, they use it medicinally, but they use it for like as a gum, like as a chewing gum. Every now and again, you'll see a fuzzy bee. I just saw one. Where'd it go? Or ones that are a little bit almost whiter than the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
And those are brand new baby bees. All right, we put this back together. Put this back on there. Sorry, didn't mean to break up all of that propolis. You worked so hard. Put some wax on these, or some more wax. So now, and they build it in the shape of the box.
Oh.
And what you have to do is to harvest the honey off of these, you have to cut it and then crush it. I'm going to put this in my pocket because I don't want to leave it out here.
It'll melt in this weather.
Everywhere. Probably end up melting in my pocket, and I will be all kinds of aggravated. All right. Okay. Put this back, and then we can put this back on. There we go. Put that back on. We can put this back on. That way, so we're not. I'm gonna move the camera over here. Come back around. I buttoned myself in. So let's make sure we can see. Oh, there we are. Hard to see. I'm looking right into the sun. Okay, so this should be pretty full. I haven't had a lot of larvae up in this box. We'll see if anything's changed today. Always look for the queen. She's not there. I don't expect to see her there. And I think last week I did put some pollen patty on here. And I think I may have put an apic tablet on there. Yeah, I did. So a little bit of pollen still left. Here's the apic tablet. There's a little bit of the dry pollen that I put on there. All right. No queen in there. Put that down. All right. Let's give them a little bit of smoke. If that comes into your face, let me know. I'll move it someplace different. All right. Okay, so this frame is nicely drawn out, ready to receive eggs, but she hasn't come up here to lay eggs in this frame. At least I don't see any. If I see some, I'll definitely show you. You got to kind of look down because they position the honeycomb slightly up. Up there, look at that.
Yeah.
In the sun, and there's a hive beetle. Where did it go?
It went down into it. There it is.
There it is.
It's
Now that I've mucked up their honeycomb. All right, 10 points for Greg, -5 for making such a mess. Okay.
Okay, these bees that had their head down in there, what are they doing?
Polishing the cell, or
Okay.
maybe depositing nectar, or taking a nap. I don't know.
Hiding out from the queen.
She's so demanding. She's so demanding. All right. This frame has looked pretty much the same as that one to date, and again, not working it out completely. And no eggs. Again, so plenty of room up here, but she's not coming up to lay eggs. Or at least not on that frame anyway.
So you have frames in this bottom box also?
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Oh,
there are
okay.
5 frames in this box and 5 frames in this box. These are
Okay.
deeps and these are mediums. All right, so they have been eating the pollen patty, which is good. So maybe we'll give them a little bit more. All right, so they got nectar in this frame. You can see.
Yep.
And it looks pretty dry. And sometimes they don't cap it. Sometimes it just stays in there, kind of. It just reaches the right spot. They just don't get around to capping it. And this stuff looks pretty dry. Same with this side. So not a lot of nectar, but they got some up there. I'm definitely going to keep feed on them. All right, this frame doesn't look too dissimilar from the first 2 frames. Drawing it out some, but not completely. And no eggs.
Wait, get back. Is that? The honeybee there looked different, but she's, I guess the sun was setting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they take on slightly different colors, sometimes slightly different stripe patterns. And like I said, the newer bees, and that looks like one right there. It looks almost a little whiter.
Yeah.
And it almost looks a little fuzzier. But again, no eggs in this one, so she just is not coming up in this box. Which means this whole hive is only going to be as strong as it's going to be, as 5 frame deeps in the bottom. I can't seem to encourage her to come up to lay here, and I can't seem to encourage the bees to work to draw out the comb in the top bar portion and lay eggs over there.
Well, how old is this hive? It's fairly new, isn't it?
When did it swarm? Beginning of May? So 2 months.
We were down here in April.
I think 2 months.
Okay.
So quite a bit of nectar in this one. They are starting to cap it a little bit and see. I think she's probably putting nectar in there. These guys are probably, or they're starting to cap it. But we got nectar in there, some honey in there, and then it looks like this side's fairly empty. I don't see much in that frame at all. And it's a light frame too. So, all right, we'll put this box back together and then we'll take it off and get in the bottom box. Smoke getting you?
Only just that one little whiff.
Sorry about that. Leave this right there. It's starting to get a little rambunctious. We'll give them a little smoke. Nice and propolis down. All right. So it looks good. There's a bee with a little pollen on its legs.
Yeah, I saw them coming in the front with a lot of
This
pollen on them.
This looks like a combination of propolis and squish bees.
Things.
Smoke them. Let them know we're going to start taking a look. All right. So a lot of bees in here. Hopefully these frames are filled with brood, because there's none upstairs. Nice and tight. All right, come on. Oops. Oh,
Peppermint.
peppermint. Look out, little bee. All right, this frame is really heavy. Look at
Oh,
him.
wow.
Look at him just spilling out.
Oh.
Look at him spilling
No, there's
out.
honey in this frame.
I'm gonna let you hold this one just so you can feel how heavy it is.
Holy cow, yes.
Ooh, it's pretty heavy.
Oh, there's one with pollen on it. Got it?
Yep. So you're looking at this side. It got quite a bit of honey. And what they do is they like to do everything in kind of like a circular pattern. So you have honey, you have open cells of nectar, you'll typically have a ring of pollen, and then here you have brood. I am curious to see if she has backfilled in here with eggs. I don't see that she's come back and laid in it. But this is the outside of the frame, and remarkably, there is brood on the outside as well. So more honey, more brood. So they have food. I know that they have food, and that makes me happy. And I did not see a queen. Let me do one last scan for her. She does have a white dot.
Let me go back the other way.
Okay.
That was right. Oh, whatever it was, it's gone. Oh,
Look
there
at
she
that
is.
bee.
Yeah, that one.
Look
That
how
one.
white she is. That's a
Yeah,
baby bee.
that's a baby. Okay.
Yep, that is a baby bee.
That's the one I saw.
She's newborn. Oh, there she goes. All right. I don't see the queen on here. They don't typically like the outside frames, but in a nuke, there's only so much room in here for her, so it could certainly be in the outside. In fact, the resource hive, I find her on the outside frame quite a bit. Actually, maybe not lately, but this frame is heavy as well. All right, so look at the outside. So we got a lot of brood and a lot of honey there. I don't see the queen on this side. I'll look at the inside to see if they're backfilling. All right. So here we have quite a bit of brood. All right. I'm going to tip this towards you so that you can see. There should see some milky white larvae in there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see them?
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Hand you the flashlight, and you can really peek in there.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. A lot of it. There's one with pollen on it.
So she's backfilling pretty well. I want to see if there are eggs. Eggs are pretty hard to tell, but they usually go from the inside out, and they get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until you see eggs.
Oops, somebody bumped me.
And bumps. All right, we'll go ahead and give them a little smoke. Okay, and look, that's a little bit of nectar that dripped out of that frame.
Oh.
And that would, if you tried that, that would be sweet. And depending on how wet it is, which is pretty wet, it should only be mildly sweet, I suspect.
Oh, look at them hanging off of that. Wow.
Okay, oh, now this one, I had a medium frame in the bottom box, and so they drew out the bottom of it on the bottom of the frame. And and because they had babies in it, I didn't move it up. I didn't scrape it off and move it up. So they just continue to lay eggs and have brood in it, and so I just leave it. But that frame looks great. And you can see here they're starting to cap on the end. All right, and look at that side. I mean, that's a pretty beautiful frame of brood.
Mm-hmm.
All right, still haven't seen the queen. Peek one more time on the other side because I wasn't really looking. I have missed her a couple times, and I've seen it on camera when I've gone back and watched my videos. But they pop out at you pretty. The white really is pretty noticeable. There are a lot of bees in here.
There's not a lot of the.
No, there are.
There
a lot
are,
of bees in
yes.
this box. All right, and if I remember correctly, this frame right here is pretty heavy. So, actually, this one's bad. Look, a piece of my glove from one of my inspections. All right, so that's a nice sheety frame. It's sheety. Don't see the queen on there, but there is a lot of brood. Man, the bees are all over me. All right, a lot of brood there. I see a lot of larvae. I see eggs. I'm gonna. Oh, and there's the queen.
Oh, right there.
If you look
Oh,
down in
yes.
there, whether you need the flashlight or not, you can see eggs. They're super teeny tiny.
Yeah.
They're really hard to tell.
Now that white dot, is that just paint?
Yep. Yeah, paint marker, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So there she is. I'm going to put her back in. I'm not going to look at that last frame because there's really no need to pull it out. And I'm just going to, now that we've seen her, I'll just go ahead and put the babies to bed. Put the babies to bed.
Boy, there's a lot of bees in there.
Yeah. Let me get a little bit of smoke. They haven't really started doing a lot of foraging this morning probably, so there's still probably a lot of bees home.
How does the weather affect them, the hot weather we're having?
They have to cool themselves, so it's more work for them. And they bring water into the hive. They do a lot of fanning to cool things off. I try to give them a little bit of ventilation up top so that the air comes up and they get naturally ventilated. Okay, I'm going to try to get them moved out of my way so I can put this box back on. All right, because nobody likes to smash bees.
Oh, yeah, they're hanging off the bottom.
Yeah, but I'm going to try to move them on this way so that they kind of scrape themselves off.
Yep. Oh, they do.
All right, and they are none too happy. you and I right now. All right, I'm gonna put this back on. I'm actually gonna give them to have a little bit more. It's just left over from someplace else. I'm gonna give them this whole pollen patty. Since they use that, I'll go ahead and give them that. Again, come on upstairs, girls. Come on. All right, let me smoke them out of the way so that I don't smash anybody. Come on. Yeah, they're pretty rambunctious. How are you doing? Okay.
Good. I just got bumped again, but
Yeah, they're pretty upset right now.
I'll just back away.
One thing I didn't give them is any dry pollen. First, I got a lot of wet, but I got it. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna take that with it. Remember, we'll take that one with us. Camera. Okay. All right. Put Johnny Hawkins back. Put this back on there. All right. So everything looking about the same, I would say. I keep hoping that something's going to change in terms of them moving in, putting eggs into the top box and then moving over into the top bar, but they just haven't yet. So, all right, we're going to go off. We're going to set up at the resource hive, so I'll meet you there. Greg with Liberty Figs and Apiary, and Sharon Waldo. Bye for now.
Bye.